Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Kashi's Corner, where life, beauty, and hustle collide. I am Vivian Wilson, and here we glow, grow, and hustle smart every single day. Why every man needs a side hustle, part two. Now, let's talk about one thing that destroys many people's progress: pride. Sometimes people refuse to start small because they care too much about appearances. They say things like, I can't sell this, people will laugh at me. Or, I used to work in a bank, I can't start baking cakes. But listen, pride will keep you broke. Humility will open doors. There is nothing shameful about honest work. There is nothing embarrassing about building something from the ground up. If you are doing it with integrity, you have every reason to hold your head high. The Bible says, do not despise the days of your little beginnings, because every great thing starts small. Don't let pride make you miss your breakthrough. Let people laugh. You will have the last laugh. You will have the last smile. Start. When your small start becomes something great. Now, here is a truth I have learned over time. Your side hustle might not just bless you. It might bless generations after you. Think about it. That little skill you learned today could become your child's inheritance tomorrow. That small business you build could employ others someday. You are not just working for yourself. You are laying a foundation for your future. So every time you feel tired or discouraged, remind yourself, this is bigger than me. You are building something that could change your life, your family, your legacy. That is why I say side hustles aren't just about income. They are about impact. They teach you to take control of your story instead of waiting for life to write it for you. And here is another moral truth. When you learn to create income, you gain confidence. And when you gain confidence, you stop envying others, stop complaining, you stop blaming, and you start creating. Because creation is empowerment. That's the real value of a side hustle. It gives you the power to create, to build, to own your time, to choose your direction. So don't let fear stop you. Don't let doubt silence you. Don't let anyone convince you that your dream is too small, because small dreams, when watered with discipline, grow into beautiful realities. Let me tell you something real. There will be days when you will want to give up, days when you will question yourself, days when the results won't match the effort. But that's when you must remember every strong foundation is built in silence. Just because no one sees your efforts doesn't mean it's not working. Going, keep planning, keep believing, because one day the same people who doubted you will ask you how you did it. And you will smile, not out of pride, but out of gratitude, because you will know deep down that it was worth it. Remember this: side hustle doesn't just create income, they create independence, they create resilience, they create character. And in today's economy, character is as valuable as cash. So now, let's bring everything home, because this message is not just about making extra money. It is about what the money represents. It is about peace. It is about options. It is about freedom. Freedom to spend time with your family without worrying about bills. Freedom to give when someone is in need without checking your balance first. Freedom to walk away from a toxic job or a toxic environment, because you know you have have something of your own. That is what a side hustle gives you: freedom of choice. And that, my friend, is priceless. You can buy it. You see, when you depend on only one stream of income, your choices are limited. But when you create something of your own, you start to breathe differently. You walk with quiet confidence. You walk with quiet confidence because you know you have something working for you. It doesn't matter how small it starts. What matters is that it is yours. Let me tell you this. When you build a side hustle, you are not just creating a business. You are creating a lifeline, a plan for the unpredictable. Because the truth is, life can change in a second. Jobs can end. Economies can fall. Systems can crash. But when you have built something with your own hands, your mind, your own courage, nothing can take that from you. That's your power. Every man, every woman watching me right now, you were born with gifts. You were born with abilities. You were born with potential. But potential means nothing if it stays unused. So ask yourself, what do I have in my hands right now that I can multiply? What skill do I have that someone out there needs? What passion can I turn into purpose, and from purpose into profit? Because I promise you, you already have something. Maybe you can write, maybe you can speak, maybe you can organize, design, bake, create, build, or repair. Whatever it is, that's your seed. And a seed only grows when it's planted. Don't bury your talent in fear. Plant it in faith. Because you never know how far one idea can go when you nurture it with consistency and belief. Now, let's talk about time. So many people say, I don't have time for a side hustle. But here is the truth. We all have the same 24 hours. It is not about time. It is about priority. You will make time for what truly matters to you. You will wake up earlier. You will stay up later. You will sacrifice comfort for growth if it really matters to you. And here is the thing. Your side hustle doesn't have to take over your life. You can start small, an hour a day, a weekend. Use your earnings to build what could eventually change your mornings. Because if you don't build your dream, you will spend your life building someone else. Now, I want to say something that might surprise you. The side hustle is not just a financial journey. It's a spiritual one too. Because when you start creating, when you start building, when you start solving problems for others, you begin to understand purpose on a deeper level. You see, money is a tool, not a goal. The real reward of a side hustle is not the money you make. It's the person you become in the process. The discipline, the patience, the self-control, the gratitude, the humility. Those are the true profits. Because if money grows faster than your character, that wealth will destroy you. But if your character grows with your income, that wealth will serve you and others for generations. And let's be real, not every day will feel inspiring. There will be moments of frustration, days when you will question if it's worth it. But in those moments, remember this: every great story started with a season of struggle. No one No one remembers the nights of failure. They only see the finished product. But you, the builder, you know the cost. You know the tears. You know the late nights and the sacrifices. And that is what makes the success worth it. So don't rush the process. Respect your journey, because what you are building will one day become someone's inspiration. Now, let's talk about something many people ignore: the power of multiple streams of income. Do you know why wealthy people stay wealthy? Because they don't depend on one source. They diversify. They build systems that work for them even when they are sleeping. You may not be there yet, and that's okay. But your side hustle is the first step towards that kind of financial wisdom. It's not about greed, it's about stewardship. It's about taking little you have and multiplying it, just like the parable of the talents. You remember the story. The master gave talents to three servants. Two multiplied theirs, one buried his out of fear. When the master returned, the ones who multiplied were rewarded. The one who hid his talents lost it. The lesson: what you don't use, you lose. So whatever gift, skill, or idea you have been sitting on, use it. Start small, but start. Because obedience in the small things leads to abundance in the big things. And listen, your side hustle might not grow overnight, but it will grow over time. Every little effort adds up. Every small win counts. You will look back one day and realize that the thing you started as a side hustle became the main source of your freedom. Now imagine that for a moment. Imagine waking up one day, not because alarm forced you, but because your passion called you. Imagine working on something that excites you, something that gives you meaning, something that allows you to live life on your own terms. That's what this is all about. Not hustling for the sake of hustling, but building for the sake of freedom. You owe this to yourself. You owe it to your future. You owe it to the people who believe in you. Because life is too unpredictable to depend on just one source. And you are too gifted to limit yourself to just one lane. Every man, every woman has something within them that can grow. It might not look like much now, but give it time. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start today. Because the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is now. And if you start now, if you stay consistent, humble, and faithful, one day you will thank yourself for not giving up. I will leave you with these thoughts. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control inflation, layoffs, or recessions, but you can control your efforts. You can control your creativity. You can control your decision to build something of your own. So take that control, use your gifts, multiply what you have been given. And no matter how small it looks today, keep going, because one day you will wake up and realize that what used to be a side hustle has become your main source of peace, purpose, and prosperity. Don't wait for the perfect time. Make time perfect by starting. Your future self is watching you. Don't let them down. So go out there and build something that matters. Because in this economy, every man needs a side hustle. But more than that, every man needs a reason to keep going. And maybe, just maybe, your side hustle is where that reason begins. Thanks for watching Kashi's Corner, your space for beauty, growth, and hustle. Stay glowing, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next one.